What's up, everybody? You are now watching Tucson Taboo and Underground. I'm your host, Kat Cassidy, and today we have a very amazing illustrator and painter, the artist, Alexis Martinez.
Hi.
Alright, so let us know a little bit about how you got started with like your artwork.
Let's see. I've always drawn since I was a kid. And it kind of just progressed as I got older in middle school. I was inspired a lot by Alan Forbes, who did like the early artwork for AFI albums and The Offspring. And that's how I started basically just redrawing artwork from other artists. And if I had like an art album that had cool artwork, I would just redraw it.
What inspires your artwork?
Basically what you said, like I love like tattoo, traditional, neo-traditional style, horror movies, lowbrow art culture.
So where else do you have your, do you show your artwork? 3
other pieces at Solar Culture, which their opening reception was in, when was it? Last month, so it's going to be up until December.
Do you have that one favorite piece?
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them now since the last time.
You can list like a few, because
I think like my Star Wars ones.
I love those ones.
And then, I don't know, there's so many. Probably my zombie girls too. Those
I love those.
A lot of people like those, and then the Star Wars ones, as well as, there's so many.
What are your favorite artists that like you look up to?
They're mostly all female. Like I loved Whitney Lennox, Marie Sina, Valerie Vargas, Angelique Houtkamp. I don't know where she's from.
What are your favorite art galleries, if any?
Solar Culture and Sacred Machine.
What do you think about Tucson's art scene?
I love it. I mean, before I wasn't really into it, but I think the past year I've really gotten into it, and it's really cool.
Because you've been published recently. Like, tell us a little bit about the magazine and what you submitted.
It's called The Upchuck. It's a San Diego-based magazine. They showcase artists and bands, stuff like that. And it was for the October issue, which is called Oh the Horror. And I submitted 2 pieces. One was a zombie one for their spread on zombie art, and then one was just I have it. It's a skull with a third eye and some horns.
Tell the viewers a little bit about like the Raw competition. Because November 15th, they're having, I don't know all the information. It's at Plush, and it's another voting like system, right?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, like you gotta get all your family, friends over to attend, and there's gonna be every person who attends gets a ballot, and they have 9 votes. So like visual artists, there's 5 of us, so you pick.
What do you like win in that competition?
Oh, let's see. Well, depending on the whoever wins the local one, you get like a gift card.
Oh.
They have it on the event. I didn't read all of it, but if you go on to move on to like the national, which is gonna be in LA, then it's like cash prizes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So if anybody wanted to contact you to buy some of your work or get you for like a showing, how do we contact you?
Facebook, facebook.com/artist Alexis Martinez, and then my email, which is art4.themasses13@gmail.com.
It's time for us to do our taboo question of the week. So we're gonna have her draw a question. Here you go. Good luck.
What's the most erotic experience you've had while creating art, and how many times has it occurred? None. Okay, no. Does your art turn you on? If so, how have you acted on it? No. Maybe other people could get turned by the art, but not me.
I've never been turned on by music that I make. It's just music. Have you ever thought about like a sexual fantasy where it involved like painting and like it's just like no. Let's think of different questions.
Nothing involving sex at all goes into my artwork. some person on DeviantArt really, he wanted
what do you want
a
you to
girl,
draw?
like, cause I had drawn like a space girl and she had like tentacles, like she was getting attacked by an octopus or whatever.
Oh.
Like I cut it off like where her crotch was. So he was like, where did those tentacles go? Can you draw me a picture with the whole thing and her name? No, I'm not gonna do that for you.
Wow.
Sorry. There's some people like that want some dirty ass drawings.
Vagina drawings
Yeah.
with tentacles and octopus.
Tentacle rape and shit. No.
Oh wow, that sounds like some hentai or anime. Yeah. All right, so tell me a little bit about this one. What inspired this one? That
pretty interesting. One was actually for a Bogdair art competition. It was, when was it? In January. So it was like the first Friday the 13th of this year. And so I did that. And I actually got second place in that competition.
Right, and tell me a little bit about this one with the black frame. I love that black frame.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what is the inspiration for this picture?
This one was like my little take on the Virgen Guadalupe.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I drew her after I finished that, I was like looking at her, like, she kind of looks like Clementine from Eternal Sunshine.
Which comes first, like the painting or the frame?
It is either or. It depends. Like for this one, I had the frame for so long that I was like, I looked at one day and I'm like, I really want to do something Hawaii tiki inspired. So I drew. I painted a little tiki for it. And it's called Peeping Tiki. Like it's peeping through the flowers.
All right, and then you did like a little set here of like the Darth Vader and the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a little bit about those. These are really interesting. Like, these are like some of my favorites from you.
Yeah, I had done this one first. Because basically I was like on Tumblr and you always see, you get inspired by things you see on it. Like, there was somebody who did, I guess they were at a zombie walk and they had got an actual stormtrooper helmet and like cut it up and put like a fake skull in it. And so I was inspired by that.
When you design something where it's these girls, are they ever inspired by like real people in life, or it just comes to you?
Just come. If I'm looking at a picture, somebody looks like that, like with their hairstyle or something, I get inspired by that, and I'll work off that. And sometimes I'll just draw a girl, and she ends up looking like one of my friends.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh. But yeah, it's like mostly just whatever I see or out of my head, and then sometimes I end up looking like somebody.
What made you want to do like this one here? Because I really loved that one.
That one.
It's kind of Day of the Dead inspired a little bit. So like, tell me a little bit about
first. I just wanted to draw a girl. So I was starting to draw a girl, and then I was like, I'm just gonna paint her up like Day of the Dead. Because I've done a couple of those in my little art endeavors, and I enjoy doing. Some of the things I really enjoy doing is like Day of the Dead type girls and zombies and stuff like that, and so it's kind of like a little tradition I have to keep drawing them.
Yeah. And okay, so you use ink and is it pencil and paint?
Like watercolors, watercolor pencils. I outline everything in either Sharpie or linear sketch pens. And occasionally, like this one was a mix of acrylic paint and watercolor paint. So it's just a mix of like acrylic or watercolors, watercolor pencils. Okay. And I've been working with that for like for the past year. I've been doing watercolors most of the time.
Definitely go check Alexis Martinez out on DeviantArt, Facebook, go to her fan page, like it. She does have pieces available for purchase, and they're very reasonably priced. They're perfect gifts for like Halloween. And I actually have one myself that she made for me. I don't know if you can see this, but it's pretty amazing. It's an owl, and it was like personally designed for me. So she also does like commission work. Just tell her what you like, and she'll design it for you. All right, and thank you for coming down and talking with us. Thank you so much. All right, and I will see you guys next time. Is there a ghost in here? And I actually almost did and then I said no.
That's the same one.
Your image is the same one. Have you ever had, are we still rolling?
It's a win to breathe.
Oh.
This alley gets a lot of